gorgeous people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Clarabelle and I'm so delighted that you're part of us today. For my OGs, thanks for always stopping by. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so right now. Please like my videos if you like the content that I do, because the only way that we can grow and move ahead and move to a bigger audience on this channel is by liking and subscribing. Without liking these videos, YouTube does not recommend it, and there's no way we can grow as a community if we are not liking this video, especially when I get feedbacks like you have good content but there's no engagement. Please do me a favor, just like, share with your friends, subscribe if you're yet not to subscribe, because we do have a lot of good quality videos here on this channel. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Today I'm going to be speaking on emotional intelligence. A lot of you, because of lack of emotional intelligence, might not be able to retain romantic relationship especially. But for you to build healthy and longevity in friendships, in relationship, in romantic relationships, you need to learn what it means to be highly emotionally intelligent. Once you've mastered your emotions, I think you've mastered one of your biggest problems in life, because emotions are part of our lives. And until we begin to understand what it means to be emotionally intelligent, I think we can handle more healthier relationships, especially in our romantic relationships. And one sign that shows that you lack emotional intelligence is not taking accountability. You don't want to be held accountable for anything. Because you want to avoid being accountable, you blame the other person for being the reason why things are the way they are. They don't want you to hold them responsible. They don't want to apologize for their mistakes or for the mess they have caused. Instead, they run away from those situations. An emotionally intelligent person would understand and hold themselves accountable for the mistake that they have created. They are open to conversations. So when you lack emotional intelligence, you always run away from accountability. So for you to be emotionally intelligent is to take accountability for your actions. Running away from them shows that you're immature. If you don't change or try to help yourself to be more emotionally intelligent, you would always find it very difficult to maintain a healthy and a sound relationship. Another sign that shows you lack emotional intelligence is when you are not able to accept other people's opinion when you're in a conversation. People that lack emotional intelligence always want to be right. It's their way or no one else. And it's very, very difficult to deal with such people, especially when you're in a romantic relationship with them. It is very hard for you to have an honest dialogue, conversation, deep connection with these kind of people, because already you can't be vulnerable with them. You can't have your own opinion. So if you do have this pattern, it shows that you lack emotional intelligence. And one way to become better is to find ways to be open to other people's opinion, because life doesn't work that way. But what makes a very healthy relationship is to understand where this person is coming from and understand that both of us might not see life or see things the same way, but we come to a middle ground, accepting that, well, I see where you're coming from. Okay, that makes sense, because that's the only way we can learn. If this is you, I hope that you learn and start to understand why you might not be able to handle relationships, because if you don't understand what it means to have a dialogue in a relationship, it will be hard for you to keep any romantic relationship. You'll be moving from one relationship to the next, hoping that you're going to find that one person that will deal with that, because nobody wants to be in a relationship where they cannot freely be themselves or have opinions or share their thoughts. Another sign that shows that you lack emotional intelligence is when you cannot take feedbacks. Emotionally intelligent people are always big on taking feedbacks, because they know that that's the only way they can become a better version of themselves. When you criticize them for what they did or what they said, they feel threatened. They feel like you're threatening them, or you're attacking them, instead of taking time to really sit back and introspect and ask themselves, what am I doing wrong? Okay, maybe these are things I need to work on. Criticisms are important. One of the most less intelligent people in the world are people that do not take criticisms, are people that do not like taking feedbacks. You remain in the bubble because you have not allowed yourself to grow. So it is very important to take criticisms and feedbacks, because that's the only way you can become the best version of yourself. Another thing that shows that you lack emotional intelligence, you could be honestly and genuinely be talking about something or sharing your own story. They find a way to change that story into theirs. If someone comes to you to share something about themselves, try not to make it about you, because that conversation wasn't about you. Emotionally intelligent people would listen. They take turns to speak. They don't make it all about them. They listen with empathy. They understand where you're coming from. In situations like this, when someone comes to you to share, maybe my spouse did this or did that, instead of you listening, you're turning it to, oh, my spouse will not do this. No, my spouse is this. It's not about your spouse. It's about their spouse. When people do this, understand that they lack emotional intelligence. And if this is you, I think this is something you need to start paying attention to. By learning all of these patterns, it will help you become a better version and help you build a more long-lasting, healthy relationships. Finally, for me, a person that lacks emotional intelligence would joke at people's feelings. They will say things, I was just joking. Oh, you're too sensitive. They make your feelings look like it doesn't matter. Oh, this is not a big deal. Why are you feeling this way? You should not be feeling this way. Come on. It's not that serious. But a highly intelligent person will listen with empathy, will understand and want to hear your thoughts and where you're coming from, will never downplay how you feel. So are you that person that always downplays or joke around with people's feelings and make them feel like they're sensitive, or make them feel like their feelings are really not worth the stress, or make them feel too small for feeling the way that they feel? You can never have a successful relationship by acting that way. So pay attention to this pattern. You always want to listen, because you always want to treat people the way you would love to be treated. If your feelings are undermined, you wouldn't like that. Everybody wants to feel special. Everybody wants to be heard. So you need to pay attention to people's feelings and never joke with how people feel, because the way they feel matters to them, and you need to respect that. That way you begin to build deeper connection. That way you begin to allow people to be vulnerable with you. That way you allow people to have deep conversations with you. I hope that this video really helps to help you see the reasons why some relationships in your life might not be working out, or some patterns might not be helping your romantic relationship. You find yourself being in several relationships that did not work out for you. Until you start acknowledging that these are the issues and start working on them, you will never have a stable relationship. And I've come to the end of my video. Like I always do at the end of my videos, you are loved, you're special, you're beautiful, you're kind. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. So until I see you guys next week, stay safe. Bye.